One of the biggest things that sales reps underestimate is the power of follow-up. Today we're going to talk about a principle that you can apply to keep deals warm and avoid them going cold. But before diving into the principle, let's look at some statistics on follow-up from Hubspot to illustrate how important persistence and follow-up is to closing deals and sales. 60% of customers say no 4 times before saying yes, where 48% of sales reps don't even follow up once. 80% of sales take 5 follow-up calls to close, where 44% of sales reps give up after the first follow-up call. 75% of online buyers want businesses to follow up with 2 to 4 phone calls before giving up, and 12% of buyers want a company to follow up as many times as it takes to get a hold of them. 70% of sales reps give up on follow-up after their first email, but if they followed up, they'd increase their chances of getting a response by 25%. Follow-up's foundational and persistence pays. So I'm going to share with you a follow-up principle that keeps deals warm and prevents prospects from going cold. It's the 48-hour rule. Don't let more than 48 hours go by without a customer seeing your name via email or hearing your voice on a voicemail. You've got to keep yourself at the forefront of their mind. If you wait more than 48 hours to follow up, your emails are going to get buried beneath all the other emails they're getting, and you won't be top of mind anymore. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. I love that expression. It's hilarious, and it's so true in sales. When following up with a prospect, you want to be tactful, and you want to make sure that your emails and phone calls are like soft, gentle nudges, and they aren't too aggressive, because that'll turn the customer off if you're way too pushy. When I follow up with customers, I use expressions like friendly bump to get this to the top of your inbox. And I acknowledge that Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, you must be extremely busy, and I want to be respectful of that. And then I reinforce the value of what we were doing and the opportunity we were exploring together. Why is what we're exploring together important to their business? Why should they be more urgent about it? The biggest mistake I've seen reps make is by giving up way too early and assuming that the client doesn't want to hear from them and is actually annoyed by them. That's probably not the case, and sometimes the customer actually really appreciates that you're taking the initiative to remind them of a project they just got buried under a bunch of other tasks. What if your follow-ups to the customer are actually a favor to them? And you should think that way, especially if you believe in your product and the solutions that you're selling. If you know you're bringing value, be confident and affirmed in that, and be persistent in your follow-ups. When it comes to technology sales and solution selling, I've seen deals take 6 months to a year, sometimes even 2. Never give up and keep following up. The worst thing that could happen is that a customer says no, and in the best case, you could reignite a conversation and land a monster deal. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for weekly tips to sell more and live more. Happy selling and happy living.